when we were approaching Cologne, and I couldn't see what there was to bomb, because the place was in a wreck.
And what happened then over Cologne?
When we got the orders, parachute, bail out. So the rear gunner went out of his turret, because he just opened the doors to the back and went out. And the upper gunner had to come down and go out in the hatch. And the navigator, flight engineer, and myself, we lifted up a hatch in the floor and we went out through that.
Did your parachute open?
No, I had to open it myself. And get rid of 3 pairs of gloves and then open a flap at the front. And the lead parachute came out. It was a small parachute about the size of a handkerchief. And it pulled out the main parachute then. And when it came out, I thought it seemed to be falling very quickly for a parachute. And I looked up at it and it was full of holes. And I discovered later on that when I was lying on the bomb site on the floor, there a piece of shrapnel had come up and got embedded in the bar at the back of the parachute. And only from wearing my parachute, I'd have been killed on the spot.
And who found you?
Oh, some Luftwaffe ground staff. And they rescued the parachute because German women used to use it to cut it up and make clothes. But it was so full of holes they couldn't do anything with it. And he showed me the parachute with the piece of shrapnel embedded in the back bar.
And you said he had very good English.
He spoke excellent English because he'd been a prisoner of war on the Curragh in the First World War, and he'd learned English then. And that's Jerry Chug, the navigator, whom I met last year. That's me there. And that's the flight engineer. Long time no see.
Exactly.
Good to see you.
Alright, Dennis. Nearly alright.
You're wearing a ear as well.
I try my best.
When was the last time you saw him?
Maybe March the 3rd, 1945, and he was disappearing out the escape hatch of an Halifax 3 that was on fire over Cologne. And they decided to change the direction at which we should bomb. And so our navigator decided to change course, and we went our way out and then came in again, which left us on our own instead of with all the rest of them. And that didn't last long before we were hit by anti-aircraft fire. Once it got on fire, time to get out. So, no, it was quite an orderly get out really. Everybody, no panic or anything like that. Everybody went except the pilot, unfortunately, and he couldn't let go of the controls.
Can you remember that?
I do. Vividly.
Will you pop in?
How long were you there?
So much.